Welcome back to Daytime, and with me right now is Brenda Wood, the CEO and President of EKG Marketing. Welcome, Brenda.
Thank you.
You've been on our show before, and
Yes.
we were talking about Heart Business Journal for Women, but before we talk about that again, let's talk about EKG. Let everyone know all about you.
Okay, thank you. EKG, I started that agency in 2001 when I moved to London, or shortly after, and my background has been packaged goods marketing with the multinationals in Canada, Kraft, Mars, FM. So it was it was a natural progression for me to have an agency that would help leverage all that brand experience. And it gave me a point of difference in the market. A lot of people start agencies from a creative background, either designers or maybe account or sales. But there's very few people who start agencies that are from a marketing or client background. So when I sit at the table with my clients, I've gone through the same challenges they have in many, many cases. Launched brands, had to reformulate, dealt with supplier issues or supply chain issues. So it was a really exciting opportunity for us to do create an agency and to help brands improve their profitability. And that's what we're all about. Winning awards are fun. I mean, it's always nice. Yeah. But at the end of the day, did their sales increase? Is their share increasing? Did they have a profit as a result of the activities? So EKG was the first starting point. The experience that I had as a marketer on a global and international setting, and starting my agency, you really get some insight as to what's happening in the market. You know, the good, the bad, and the ugly. So Heart was a natural progression from that. So we basically created our brand, and our clients love it because we walk the talk.
I was going to say, and that must be a great sense of relief, to be honest, for your clients when they meet with you, especially in this kind of market and this economy. They know that you've been there too, and you are there. And
I'm there.
You're doing the right things, and if you're not doing it right for yourself, if you're doing it right for yourself, then you're going to do it right for them too.
Absolutely. This is a great opportunity right now. Sure, it's a very volatile market, and there's a lot of uncertainty, and there's a lot of people are losing their jobs, and it's not so happy time for everybody. But a lot of our profiles that we've done, some of the most successful people, it's taken adverse change or disappointment versus proactively managing their life or their career. They have to get fired or have a nervous breakdown or something major happens in their life to activate a change they knew all along they should really do. And there's nothing in our magazine, Heart, and the brand of Heart, that isn't really integrated in what we tell our clients. If you're kind of getting a little apathetic or a little, let's say, lazy, comfortable in your position, whether you're personal or on your brand side, you're spending a bit excessively, or you're not evaluating all your dollars that are going out the door, then you're probably not doing the best for your brand. And now is a time where that really is unacceptable, and it's really brought to light. The same is true with your personal life. If you're not really taking stock and you're kind of just going through the motions and you're not evaluating and you're not getting real with what's making you crazy or depressed or sad or losing energy, and if you're hitting the snooze all the time, you're not maybe doing the right things.
And I think a lot of people out there can relate to the hitting the snooze button or not feeling 100%. Yeah. This isn't just a magazine. It's a business journal for women. It really is a journal, and there's lots of fantastic. I love the cover of this one. I have to hold this up to the camera.
Thank you.
How do you decide what's going in, and how do you decide how to format? There's place for people to take notes and write ideas and thoughts. How do you decide how to do that?
Well, you're right. It is the only product actually globally that offers both pragmatic business suggestions, profiles of individuals who've been successful, and they're not really always the high hitters. They're the people that have got the really tough stories. It's a Heart Business Journal. We get to the heart of the issue. So what we do is we scour the market. We look at, we've got a great team, an editorial team. We've got some wonderful contributors. And we basically surround ourselves with a dream team of people who are on the pulse. They know what's happening in the market. They're coaches, they're experts in their field, and we are leveraging their expertise and knowledge to say what's happening in the market. And we do a lot of interviews. We have online research as well. So we are asking our readers, our subscribers, our clients, whoever we can chat to, what's interesting to you right now? What is important for you to grow your business and to grow your personal development or develop your awareness a little higher than it is now. So we really do a lot of research, and we've got a lot of people coming to us wanting to contribute, which is wonderful. So we're in a great position. We have people coming to us with ideas as well as the research that we formally do ourselves.
And what is the age group that you're trying to reach here? Just across the board?
It's across the board. Any female professional, whether you're 20 or 60, and that's what the great thing. This is a really unique market, a time in the market as well, where you've got 4 generations. You've got 60 and 70-year-old individuals sitting on boards that are traditionalists, and you've got 20-year-olds that are starting in their managerial career. So this is a very unique time that we need to understand how to work well with one another and more effectively. So anyone looking for advice or mentorship or some inspiration, this is what we're targeting on a mass level. So the female professional is our target.
And this is one of those books, and the last time you were here, I was fortunate enough to take a couple home, and it's one that you keep with you. I would carry it in my purse, in my briefcase all the time. Whenever I had a spare minute or 2 or 10, I'd open it up and write some things down. You keep these things.
Absolutely.
And you always refer to them.
Well, that's a great point, and thank you for bringing that up. When we talk to our advertisers, and I mentioned about this is the great time to advertise, and a little goes a long way, because in a quiet market, you make noise. You are the one that's noticed, and you're demonstrating to everyone that you are communicating and that you're investing in your brand. Taking time to read this magazine cover to cover and journal in it, you don't share it, because you've bared your soul and you've articulated your goals, and you also want to review them and say, okay, how did I measure against that? We talk about New Year's resolutions and how often we lose sight of those. This helps you to stay focused, to stay on track, to regroup and say, where's my check marks? And it's a measure of accomplishment. There's nothing more rewarding than looking back a year from now and saying, I wanted to do this, this, and this. Looking back, almost forgetting you wrote those goals, and saying, wow, you know, really I manifested my reality. I manifested what I wanted to do. And there's not one exercise in here, whether it's targeted to the business or the individual, that couldn't be transferred into either environment. So you can do an exercise on your business. I know you're a real estate agent as well, so you might have some goals for that. Well, you could do the hand model and say, what makes you as an agent different than other agents, and what's the business platform? And you can also do that on the personal side. So it's hopefully a tool that can be used on both levels.
Absolutely. How often do you print these, and where can people get them?
Bi-monthly. It's a bi-monthly issue. Any more than that, I think it's overwhelming. It's a lot of content.
Work.
Yes, and find bookstores everywhere. Chapters Indigo is one of our key locations. If you're traveling, we're in airports across Canada, nationally. We're Shoppers Drug Mart, London Drugs in the West, and basically everywhere. A&P, Loblaws. If you don't find it, ask your retailer for it. And generally, we are selling out quite well, so they might have some in the back, or you can get a hold of us. Just go to our website. And
that's ekgstudio.com or heartbusinessjournal.com. And your location, you guys have a great little spot on Talbot Street, too.
Thank you. It's 607 Talbot. We have a sign outside, and we welcome any clients or anyone interested in dropping by to come see our location. And as I say to our clients, if you're looking for an agency and someone who's going to help your business, look at their website. If you're impressed by what they do, you'll probably be impressed by what they do for you. So stop in and interview your agency. See what they're all about. Just pop in, and if it's a good vibe or something that you think you'd want to be part of, because it's a partnership. When you're putting your money and your investment on the line, you want to find relationships that are going to be really enjoyable and rewarding.
Absolutely. Thank you so much
for
all your insight.
Appreciate this.
People can look for this on the newsstands.
Thanks,
Stay tuned for more Daytime. We're after the break.